but we'll get started in a minute. Okay, well, it's 6 o'clock and we're gonna get started right now. All right, so last time we left off here for linear equations. So here are some examples on how to solve them. So in all these examples, what you want to do when you solve linear equations is you want to do the opposite of what you see. So for example, in the first one, x minus 12 equals 289. You guys see a minus 12, so you want to add 12 to both sides because you want to get the x or the variable by itself. And that's how you solve linear equations. You always want to get the variable by itself. So if it's if you see addition, you subtract, and vice versa. And same thing with multiplication and division. All right, so we went over these examples last week, or last time, but here's some more time to look at them.
Who wants the host?
I'm not sure. I guess no one's the host. Well, Cloud Classroom has to come and make me the host, but they're not here, so I don't know what's up. But anyway, so here's some challenge problems for you guys. They're all linear equations. So I want you guys to solve for the variable on all of these. I'm actually not the host.
But then who is?
I'm not sure actually. Because I can't make the chat private. Like only me.
So can you, are you even supposed to start without Cloud Classrooms?
Well, it's 6 o'clock, so we'll forget about that for now. So just go ahead and do these. I'll give you guys about 6 minutes, so a minute for each. I want to get through this unit today so we can play Kahoot at the end. All right, Kyle, it says you're the host right now. So can you please make me host right now?
I'm not the host, it's just my name.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Do you know like the Clang host code? Because if you know that, like you can like be the host, I think.
I do not. Yeah, I still want you guys to answer, typing your answers into the chat and do it privately. All right, about 2 more minutes. If you guys don't finish all of them, it's fine. Just type in the answers you guys have. Okay, I'll go over the answers right now. Why don't you guys type in the answers you guys got? All right, so I'll start on the top left. So t plus 235 equals 137. So all you got to do here is subtract 235 from both sides. This is how you get the t by itself. So 235 minus 235, that's 0. And 137 minus 235, that's negative 98. So t equals negative 98. And you guys can check this works because you guys can plug in negative 98 for t, and negative 98 plus 235, that does equal 137. So you guys can check your answers for all of these. Just plug in your answer back into the equation. All right, negative 7y equals 343. So for this one, you see multiplication, -7 times y. And to get the y by itself, you guys want to divide each side by -7. So 343 divided by -7, that is -49. So again, reverse operations. Yeah, it's like multiplication and division. All right. -6 1/10 equals -14 plus c. All right, so this one, the variable is on the right side, but it doesn't matter. We still do the same process. So we add 14 to each side because it's a -14. So that equals 0. And 14, we get 14 minus 6 1/10, or minus 14 minus 6.1. And the answer is 7.9. So C equals 7.9. All right, on the bottom left corner, x over 5 equals 6 over 7. So it's x divided by 5. So what you want to do is multiply by 5. Multiply each side by 5. And once you do that, you get x by itself, and you get 6 over 7 times 5, and that's 30 over 7. And that's your answer. Although that is the improper fraction, but you guys could have written it as a mixed fraction or a decimal or whatever you guys want. All right, x minus 3 over 7 equals 2. Okay, so we need to do 2 steps here to get the x by itself. So so guys, remember division comes first. Division comes before addition and subtraction. So we want to multiply each side by 7 to get rid of this over 7. And we get x minus 3 equals 14. And after that, we just add 3 to each side to get the x by itself, and we get x equals 17. And this works because 17 minus 3 is 14. 14 divided by 7, that equals 2. I'll repeat the fourth one after the last one. All right, all right, 3 times the quantity of r minus 7 equals 24. So we could do this multiple ways. We could multiply the 3 into the parentheses, but that would just make it harder for us. We're actually adding an extra step by doing that. The easiest way would be to just divide each side by 3 first. So we get rid of this 3, and we get r minus 7 equals 24. So, and then we subtract, we get r minus 7 equals 8, and then all we gotta do is add 7 to each side, so r equals 15. All right, I'll go over the fourth one again. So x over 5 equals 6 over 7. So to get the x by itself, you want to multiply by 5, because this is x divided by 5. Remember, fractions are basically the same thing as division. It's the numerator divided by the denominator. So if you multiply 5 on each side, that gets rid of the over 5, and you have x by itself. So you just multiply 6 over 7 times 5, and that equals 30 over 7, because 5 is same thing as 5 over 1. So 5 times 6 is 7 times 1, and that's 30 over 7. Yeah. All right. What's my favorite class? Math. All right, so solving linear equations, we have more, but these are a bit more complicated than the ones we saw before. And so here are some examples. So 3x plus 4 divided by 5 equals 2x minus 8 over 7. So first off, we have variables on both sides of the equation instead of just one side, but we can still get the x to only just one side of the equation. So first thing, when you guys see this, like over 5 and over 7 over a denominator, you guys want to get rid of the denominators first. So to get rid of the 5, well, let's start with 7 first. So to get rid of the 7, you want to multiply this whole thing by 7. But you also want to multiply the other side by 7, because that's how we keep equations equal. what you do to one side, you always want to do to the other. That's how you, that's a very big rule, important rule of algebra. So once we do that, we can get rid of the 7. And we also multiply this side by 7, the left side by 7. And so once we do that, we want to get rid of the 5. So we want to multiply each side by 5 now. So same thing we did, but with different numbers. All right, so once we multiply by 5, we get rid of the over 5. And we multiply 5 to the other side, which is 5 times 2x minus 8. And so the end product of all those steps is 7 times 3x plus 4 equals 5 times 2x minus 8. So that's how you guys get rid of the fractions in this problem. And then once you do that, you guys can multiply. The 7 and the 5 into the parentheses, and then just follow the steps you guys already know from algebra. Math is my favorite subject because I like it. I like it above other subjects.
Same here.
Yeah, go math. All right, here are some more. So once again, we see variables on both sides, but we have 4 W's in this whole equation. So first thing you want to do is you guys want to combine the terms that you guys can on both sides. So on the left side of the equation, the equal sign, we can combine 5W and negative 2W. And once we do that, we get 3W plus 3. We cannot combine 3W plus 3 because they do not have the same variable. 3 does not have a variable, but 3W does, and that variable is W. So that simplifies the left side. And for the right side, we combine like terms again. So W and 2W, that becomes 3W, and negative 8 and negative 3, you combine those, you add those, and you get negative 11. So now we have an easier equation to solve. Now, what we want to do is get the variable on one side, only one side. So we subtract 3W from each side. Well, once we do that, we see the 3W goes away on both sides. And we have 3 equals negative 11. Well, we didn't make any mistakes here, but when you guys see this, this means there are no solutions, because 3 obviously does not equal 11. So this statement is false. And so this equation will never be equal for whatever you plug in for W. And you guys can see this on a graph here on the bottom left. So here is the graph you guys will be working with pretty much your entire high school career and middle school. So you see one equation. Well, these aren't the same equations, but you guys can see why they don't have any solutions. So they're parallel lines. So when two equations two expressions have no solutions, they're parallel. When you graph them on a graph, that's because they never intersect. When you guys graph out equations where the answer will be where the lines intersect, but these lines will never intersect. So there's no solution. And yes, some of you guys already know this. So the coefficient, a 2x, the coefficient is 2, and that is the slope. And the constant 3, that is the y-intercept. That's where the line crosses or intersects the y-axis, this vertical line here. So crosses the y-axis at 3, and the slope is 2, because 1, 2, and you go over 1. So 2 divided by 1 is 2. All right, here's another example. We combine terms from both sides, and we get negative 3z minus 8 equals negative 3z minus 8. But those are the exact same equations. That means there are an infinite number of solutions. So we can plug in whatever we want for z, and we will always get it will always be true. You can plug in 0, 1, 9,000, whatever. It will always be true. And whereas in the previous example, the lines were parallel, these lines actually overlap. These are the exact same line, just written differently. You guys can write equations differently, but sometimes they will be the exact same thing. The all number solution. I guess some teachers call it that. I've actually never heard of that, but you can call it whatever you want. I guess my teachers called it overlapping lines, the same line. So if you guys graph these, if it's once, so the solution will always be where they intersect. If it's the same line, if it's an infinite number of solutions, if they're parallel, they will never intersect. So there's no solutions. And that just shows you guys that when you guys solve these, they don't necessarily always have only one solution. They can have infinite number or none, or maybe 2 or 3. It depends. But for linear, there's always 1, none, or an infinite number. You guys will see 2 or 3 solutions with other equations, such as quadratics. All right, so here are 4 problems for you guys. Once again, type in your answers into the chat. It's okay if you guys don't finish all of them, just type in whatever you guys have. And I will go over them in about 7 minutes, I guess. So please get started. Okay, about I'll give you guys 3 more minutes. Okay, I will go over the answers right now. All right, starting with the top left, negative 7t plus 19 equals 61. All right, so first you want to subtract 19 from each side. So 61 minus 19. Hold up. That's 42. All right, now then you have negative 7t equals 42, and you divide by negative 7 on both sides. So then you get t equals negative 6. So the answer is negative 6. All right, 3y plus 9 equals 2y plus 1. All right, so we want to, you guys can do this in multiple ways, but I would start with the variables first. So subtract 2y from each side, then you get y plus 9 equals 1. Now all I gotta do is subtract 9 from each side. So then you have y equals negative 8, and that's your answer. All right, so the middle one, so 2x plus 7 over 5 equals negative 1 minus 3x over 8. So first, you guys wanna get rid of the denominators first. So multiply each side by 5, and then multiply each side by 8, and then you guys should get, after you guys do that, the 5 and the 8 go away, and you guys should get 8 times parentheses 2x plus 7 equals negative 5 times parentheses 1 minus 3x, and it's negative 5 because of this negative sign right here. So then you guys want to multiply those numbers into the parentheses, and then you guys get 16x plus 56 equals negative 5 plus 15x. And then all you gotta do is follow the same steps we've been doing. So subtract 15x from each side first, then you get x plus 56 equals negative 5, and then finally you subtract 56 from each side. So then you get x equals negative 61. So when you guys see problems like these, always try to get rid of the denominators first. I guess you could do it with the denominators, but the easiest way is to always just get rid of the denominators. Dealing with fractions is always harder in any problem. Okay, if 3x minus 2 equals 11, then what is the value of 6x plus 5? So you guys don't actually need to solve for x exactly. Here's how you do it. So 3x minus 2 equals 11. So first add 2 to each side, then you get 3x equals 13. But this wants you to find what 6x is. So all you gotta do is multiply 3x by 2. So then you get 6x equals 26. So 6x equals 26. So this just becomes 26 plus 5, and that equals 31. So this one's a little bit different from the other ones. This one, you don't need to solve for x exactly. You just gotta find what number. You just gotta look for patterns, I guess. You guys know 6x is twice as 3x, so that's how you get the value of 6x. So thinking outside the box a little bit. All right, word problems, math with English. All right, read the problem carefully and don't forget units. So these are the rules you guys want to remember. You guys might, for these problems, it's not really the math that's the problem that's challenging. It's usually like what you need is knowing what you want to find. If you guys don't read the problem carefully, you guys might miss stuff. You guys might find the wrong answer, find the wrong thing. So always remember these. That's why they're bolded. And don't forget units. So if the problem wants you to find how many dollars, you gotta put the dollar sign. You can't just put 7. You gotta put $7, or else it's wrong. Teachers mark you off for that kind of stuff, which is pretty annoying. All right, 7 more than twice what number equals 35? So for these word problems, you guys want to convert English into math. Or into numbers. So 7 more than. So that's, if you guys see more than, that's addition. So 7 plus. And twice what number? So twice what number? That's just 2 times a variable, which is x. So 7 plus 2x equals 35. As you see here, equals, that's the equal sign, and 35. So if you guys, so to know where you guys need to put the equal sign, just look for the word equals or is equal to. That's where you put the equal sign. So this question becomes 7 plus 2x equals 35. And then you guys can just use algebra to solve it. So subtract 7 from each side, you get 2x equals 28. And divide by 2, you guys get x equals 14. So takeaways, more is addition, twice is multiplication, 2 times a variable, and equals is the equal sign. All right, my sister and I are buying a television for our room. Because I am older, I will pay $45 more than my sister, which I think is unfair. If the television costs $299, how much does my sister have to pay? So you guys want to remember, you guys want to find how much his sister or my sister wants to pay. Yeah. You're not looking for how much I need to pay. You guys are looking for what my sister needs to pay. And you know that 45, I need to pay $45 more. So that means my sister's answer is going to be less than whatever I have to pay is. So that's going to be the smaller number. So I will pay $45 more than my sister. So let's just say how much my sister needs to pay is a variable, which is C, because we don't know what she needs to pay. So I need to pay $45 more than that. So 45 plus the variable C, as you guys can see here in parentheses. And then I also have to pay. No, my sister also has to pay, and that's that's represented by plus C. So 45 plus C is how much I need to pay. C is how much my sister needs to pay. And in total, together we need to pay $299. So you guys can combine this equation into 2C plus 45 equals $299. I'm not sure if you guys can see that on the bottom. I should have put it up a little bit. Hold up. All right, you guys can see it now. All right, so 2C plus 45 equals $299. And then we follow the same steps. Subtract 45 from each side, and then divide by 2. And you guys get C equals $127. But what is C? Is that how much I need to pay, or is that how much my sister needs to pay? It's how much my sister needs to pay. How much I need to pay is 45 plus C, and how much my sister needs to pay is C. So my sister needs to pay $127. All right. When you add 12 to a number and then divide the sum by 13, you get the same result as when you subtract 13 from the number and then divide the difference by 12. What is the number? All right, so here, the topmost row, you guys see this question written out as a math problem. So when you add 12 to a number, 12 plus n, and divide the sum by 13, you get the same result, so the equal sign, as when you subtract 13 from the number, so n minus 13, and then divide by 12. So now we have a math problem. We just need to follow the rules that we followed before, and then we get the answer. So get rid of the denominators, multiply each side by 12, then 13. Then you guys get 12 times 12 plus n equals 13 times n minus 13. Then multiply that out into the parentheses using distributive property. So 12 times 12 is 144. 12 times n is 12n. And then same thing with this side, 13n minus 169. And then follow the same rules again. So first, we subtract each side by 12n. And then we get 144 equals n minus 169. And then we add 169 to each side to get rid of the negative 169. And then we have our answer, n equals 313. So really the hardest thing for word problems is just knowing what the right math problem to solve is. As if you guys get that part, you guys are good with math. All you gotta do is solve the math problem. Oh, and one more thing. This problem didn't give us any units. And in that case, just don't put any units. If there's no units, don't put any units. But if they do, you have to put units. All right, system of equations. So we combine, so this basically is the method of combining equations to solve for one variable first and then the other. Because as you guys see here, we have two variables to solve for. We need to solve for x and y. So when we have two equations, we can use system of equations. So, right, we can combine these equations. So as you guys can see here in the red, the top equation has plus 3y, and the bottom equation has negative 3y. So right away, we can get rid of the y first. So then we have 3x plus 0, because 3y minus 3y is 0, equals 18. 15 plus 3. So then we can solve for x. So 3x equals 18, x equals 6. And then once we have what one variable is, we can plug that number back into the problem for the variable. So we replace x with 6, and then we solve for y. And you guys can solve either equation at this point. It doesn't really matter, but I would solve the one that you feel is easier. Yeah, you raise your hand. Fairwind. Okay, never mind.
I accidentally raised my
Okay. Kyle, you raise your hand, or is that an accident? All right, it's an accident. Okay, so x equals 6. So 2 times x, or 2 times 6, that's 12. And then we have 12 plus 3y equals 15. So we subtract 12 from each side. So 3y equals 3, and then y equals 1. And then we plug in both numbers back into both equations to see if they both turn out to be correct. And in this case, they are. All right, more examples. Time. All right, a garage has 17 cars and motorcycles. Altogether, there are 56 wheels. How many of each type of vehicle are there? So we need two equations. We need to find two things. We need an equation for how many cars and motorcycles there are together, and how many wheels there are together. So equals 56 and equals 17. So if you guys see here, we need two equations to solve this. So 2m plus 4c equals 56. This is the equation for wheels. And I chose my variables so that they represent the first letter of what I'm finding. So m equals motorcycle and c equals car. And there's 56 wheels in total. And there's 2 wheels on motorcycles, and there's 4 wheels on cars. So that's why there's a 2m and a 4c. So that's my first equation. My second equation is how many motorcycles and cars do I have together? And I have 17 cars and motorcycles. So equals 17. And this is simply m plus c. The number of motorcycles plus the number of cars equals 17. And now we just do system of equations. So you guys can either multiply, you guys can get rid of the c first or get rid of the m first. It doesn't really matter, but here I got rid of the m because I think it's easier. So multiply the bottom equation by -2 so we can cancel out m. So then we get 2 times m plus c equals 17. That equals, once we do distributive property, -2m minus 2c equals -34. So then we combine the top equation with our new equation, as you guys saw, using the same method as you guys saw in the previous slide. And we combine to get 2c equals 22. And we can solve that, c equals 11. So that means we have 11 cars. Then we can plug 11 back into the equation, m plus c equals 17. So we replace c with 11. So m plus 11 equals 17. Then we just subtract 11 from both sides, and m equals 6. So in total, we have 6 motorcycles and 11 cars. And that's a very rich person, whoever has 17 cars and motorcycles. All right, here are 3 word problems I want you guys to solve. I'll give you guys about, I guess, 9 minutes, 3 minutes for each problem. Maybe that's too much. So once again, type your answers into the chat. Okay, about 4 more minutes. Okay, about 3 more minutes. Oh, and most of you guys that answered, you guys forgot the units. So technically, you guys got it wrong, but you guys got the number right. So I'm not that picky here. But I guarantee you guys, your high school and middle school teachers are gonna be super picky with you guys if your teachers right now already aren't already. So. Okay, I'll go over the answers right now. All right, Mia thinks of a number, then doubles the number, and then multiplies the result by 3. If her final number is 65 more than her original number, then what was her original number? So we have a lot of things going on here. All right, let's go left to right or top to bottom for the problem. All right, so Mia thinks of a number. Pick a variable, X, K, I don't care. and then doubles the number, so 2k, and then multiplies the result by 3. So 2k times 3, so that's 6k. If her final number is 65 more than her original number, so 65 more, so 65 plus k, then what was her original number? So now we have an equation. We have 6k equals k plus 65. And then the hard part is done. All we got to do is solve. So 6k minus k, that's 5k, and then 65 divided by 5, that is 13. All right, one of my dogs is 25 pounds heavier than the other, and the two together weigh 137 pounds. How much does the heavier dog weigh? So we got to be careful here. You guys, be careful to find the heavier dog, not the lighter dog. So, well, we could do this two ways. We could make a variable for the heavier dog or make a variable for the lighter dog. But for me, I made a variable for the lighter dog. Even though I was supposed to find the heavier dog, but it doesn't really matter. I guess I'm just used to it that way. No, I do not have a dog. My mom actually hates dogs. So, all right, so we have an equation. So one of my dogs is 25 pounds heavier, so 25 plus than the other. And the two together weigh 137 pounds. Okay, so sorry. All right, so let's pick a variable. So W for pounds, I guess. So then we have 25 plus W, and then we have W. So W for the lighter dog, and 25 plus W for the heavier dog. So we have 2 plus W plus 25 plus W equals 137 pounds. So then we just combine the equations, combine like terms. So then we get 2W plus 25 equals 137. Then we subtract 25 from each side, and then we get 2W equals 102. Yeah, 102. Sorry, guys. All right, so 2W equals 102. Then we divide each side by 2. So then we get W, sorry, not 102. What am I doing? 112. 2W equals 112. Then we divide each side by 2. So you get W equals 56. And remember, I picked the variable for the lighter dog. So the lighter dog weighs 56 pounds. But I want the heavier dog. And it says here, the heavier dog is 25 pounds heavier than the lighter dog. So 25 plus 56, the answer is 81. So the heavier dog is 81 pounds. All right, if the sum of 6 consecutive even integers is 282, then what is the largest of the integers? Okay, so we have an equation. We actually have a lot of terms. So let's pick a variable for the smallest integer, smallest even integer, n. So we have n, then we have n plus 2, we have n plus 2, plus n plus 4, plus n plus 6, plus n plus 8, plus n plus 10. So those are all, those are 6 consecutive integers. All right, then we just combine like terms. We get 6n plus 30. So 6n plus 30 equals 282. Then we just solve like a regular algebra equation. So 282 minus 30, that is 252. And then 252 divided by 6, n equals 42. But we're trying, so that's the smallest integer in this sequence, but we want to find the largest. And the largest is n plus 10, and n equals 42. So 42 plus 10, that equals 52. So the answer is 52. Yeah, I guess you could divide it by 6. That is actually a way to do it. Yeah. But we're focused on algebra here. We want to make an algebra equation first. So. All right. inequalities. So not much different from equations, except there's no equal sign. There are these symbols, the bottom four. So top left, the top left box, x is greater than or equal to 3. This is a greater symbol because, and if you guys can't remember, it's like an alligator. The alligator always wants to eat the greater one. So that's how I remember it. So this is greater than or equal to, and the line on the bottom, that represents the equal sign. They basically just combine an equal sign and a greater sign. That's how they got this. And on a number line, as you guys can see here, we represent this with a closed dot, a solid dot, and then we draw an arrow pointing to the right side because that's everything greater than the number. Yeah, it is specified. So if it's an equal sign, then you want to fill it in. But as you guys can see here, if it's not, if it doesn't have an equal sign, if it's just greater or less than, it's an open dot. So you start from there, but you don't include that number. So anything greater than 3.00001, or even something even smaller than that, but it's still greater than 3. All right, so if this is greater than or equal to, this is less than or equal to. So x is less than or equal to 3. Same thing, start on 3, close dot because of the equal, and then go to the left, point arrow to the left. Anything's equal to or less than. All right, x is greater than 3. Same thing as x is greater than or equal to, except the dot here. We have an open dot, not a closed dot, because we don't include 3. And then x is less than 3. Same thing here, but it's an open dot because there's no equal sign. So those are the 4 symbols of inequalities: greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and greater than or less than. So no equal sign. All right. So Manute is taller than Michael. Michael is taller than Muggsy. Is Manute taller than Muggsy? Yes. And we can represent this as with variables. So if A is greater than B and B is greater than C, is A greater than C? Greater than C? Yes. Because we can combine these two inequalities and say A is greater than B, which is greater than C. And we can see here that A is clearly greater than C. And if you guys didn't know, these are basketball players. Manute's actually like 7'7", 7'7", and Muggsy's like 5'3". So you guys might be taller than him. All right, I'll have $5, and then Bob has $3. If we both get $2, do I still have more money than Bob? So yes, I still have more money than him. We could represent this with variables again. So x is greater than y. And then we add 2 to both. We add 5 to both sides. No, we add 2. Sorry, this should be a 2 here. That's a typo. So we add 2 to both sides, and I'm still gonna be greater than him. We had equal amounts, but I started off ahead of him. All right, solving inequalities. So same process as solving equations. You use the same steps except for one thing. When you divide by a negative number at any point when you're solving the equation, you have to flip the inequality. So here's an example here. So negative 2x plus 3 is greater than 7. So we solve it like a regular equation. We subtract 3 from each side. So negative 2x is greater than 4. But here we need to divide each side by negative 2, a negative number. So then this means we need to flip it. So instead of greater than, we make it less than because of the negative. So once we do that, we have x is less than negative 2, and that's it. That is our answer. Remember, this is why I bolded it. You have to flip the inequality. So if it's greater than and you divide by negative, you gotta flip it. That's very important. Some people might forget it because they might overlook it and they'll get the question wrong. They'll get the problem wrong. All right, yeah, this is our last slide. So here are 2 easy ones, or 2 simple ones, only 2 challenge problems. I'll give you guys like 5 minutes to do these. And then once again, type your answers into the chat. And then we'll play Kahoot after this. Yeah, I'll go back to the slide before. Is it this one? Aiden? Okay. Do you want me to explain something or are you good? Okay, cool. No, you do not have to graph it. Yes, there is a break. Kahoot's your break. You guys can choose to play or not. Yeah, we're gonna play Kahoot from now on, not Quizlet. Yeah, Kahoot's a lot better than Quizlet in my opinion.
You made a challenge for the Kahoot.
No, it should be live. Emily's a TA. I'm gonna give her the coast after these problems. So you guys are gonna play live.
为什么两个人分数不一样？为什么两个人分数？
我这个我觉得不好。How long is the time for these two problems?
Well, when did I start giving you these?
Like
About
7:04.
did I? I'll give you guys one more minute. I lost track of time. Lost track of time. Okay, I'll go over them right now. All right, 3x minus 41 is less than or equal to 2x minus 37. So let's add 41 to each side first this time. It doesn't really matter. Well, it doesn't matter. So 3x is less than or equal to 2x plus 4. Then we subtract 2x from each side. So then we get x is less than or equal to 4. And that's our answer. All right, 14 minus 7y is less than 4 minus 2y. All right, add 7y to each side, and then subtract 4 from each side. So 14 minus 4, that's 10. And then 7y plus negative 2y, or 7y minus 2y, that's 5y. So then we get 5y. So then we get 10 is less than 5y. Yeah. And then all we gotta do is divide by 2 from each side. Then we get y is less than 2. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Wait, sorry, did I get that wrong? Wait, plus, sorry guys. No, I got that right. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, y is less than 2. How old am I? I am 17. All right. Well, let's play Kahoot now. I'll stop sharing.
I think you have to share your screen for Kahoot.
Yeah, unless you're gonna actually play. But
Oh,
you
okay.
probably shouldn't, because then you have to have at least someone sharing your screen.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still looking at this one. Yeah, you don't have to flip it. Did we divide by a negative?
Wait. So you just wait. Which
Oh wait,
one?
shoot, I'm sorry.
Don't you just add 7y to each side?
Yeah, add 7y to each side. I don't know why I'm struggling with this one.
So 10y
Plus 5y.
is less than 2y. So
Yeah, y is greater than 2. Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why I struggle with that one. Yeah, you guys are right. I try to do a different way. I follow a different step, but all right, how am I gonna do this? All right, Emily, can you share your screen? Because you have the Kahoot.
You have
I'll
to
stop
stop sharing your screen to let her share yours.
Yeah. All right, Emily, can you start sharing now?
Yay. Let's start.
What is the pin?
You guys will get that.
Wait a second. Something's wrong right now.
Okay, that's cool.
It says like we don't recognize that game pin.
My screen is all black.
Yeah, why is it black?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all black for me too.
Yeah.
Wait, what do I do?
Oh, can you stop sharing for a sec and then share again?
Okay.
See if that works.
I don't even see the button though.
Oh, do you see the top?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I stop?
Do you see stop share?
Maybe like
Oh,
you can
okay.
leave
All right, yeah.
and then rejoin.
Okay, I'll type the game pin in the chat.
Okay.
Can you share your screen now?
Well, I don't think Emily needs to share her screen. Do you? I'm actually not sure.
But then how do we see the problem? Because on our screen it's just 4 buttons that we need to press, and we need to look at the what the like.
Oh
the
yeah,
4
that's right,
questions.
huh?
So can you share your screen?
Okay, let me try again.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Jeff
There we go.
2.0. That's me.
Wait, I'm playing? When did
No, you can't play. That's cheating.
that cheating? I see my name here. That's someone
He
else,
named
isn't it?
himself-
Oh. Hey, I should have named myself Wesley.
Oh, okay, Aiden.
Everybody, name yourself
That's
Wesley.
apparently Aiden is Wesley now. So
That's sad.
What
Are
do we
the
call him?
questions like coefficients and stuff?
I'm not sure. Emily made these.
Hopefully.
So everybody say thank you to Emily.
Thanks.
Thank you, Emily.
You're welcome. I'll start the game at 7:20 or 7:19.
Is Emily in high school?
Yeah.
Are you
Wait,
guys in the same grade?
High school? Are you in the same high school?
Do you
Excuse
know each other?
No.
Oh,
Like my iPad's on low battery, so can I exit and come back again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll wait for you.
there's
we have two
another
Wesleys.
Wesley.
Wow, Wesley with a lowercase W. Another Wesley. Wow.
Hi, I'm happy that I have a unique name. Can
I
we?
can fill the lobby with a load of Wesleys.
Yeah, don't do that. Actually, we were playing Kahoot in my
And we
calculus
don't
class.
know who wins.
Some kid spammed the Kahoot with a bunch of names, like LeBron James. It was pretty bad.
Wait, what?
On Kahoot, you guys can spam. You guys can spam Kahoot with a bunch of names.
LeBron James.
Yeah, you guys can.
Wait,
He
but
made
like,
like 100 names on Kahoot. It was weird.
is there like a maximum amount of names that you can put on Kahoot?
I'm not sure. The most I've seen is like 30, because that's how many kids we have in our class.
Can we start? Because like people can start like join in the middle.
I don't feel
No, they can't.
I can't because once you started the game, you can't.
Hey,
All right. Do we have everybody, or are we still waiting for someone?
I'm just gonna start.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to unmute.
I'm still gonna do the problems. I'm just not gonna like join the game.
The game joining's open, so anybody can join right now.
Oh, you can join in the middle of a game. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I
don't
played
think
once
you
in
can.
my Latin class. Latin is fun.
You have Latin class?
Yeah.
In third grade, because we learned Latin in third grade.
Who learns Latin?
I
I
do.
don't know. Wait, are you in third or fourth grade? Because I learned Latin in third
That's
grade, but I was in
racist.
gifted third grade.
That's so interesting.
That's
Wait.
racist.
I hated Latin. I could never get any of the roots. I don't see the point.
Oh. Wait, what?
The dead language.
Wow, that's really interesting. That's a dead language.
Non-Caledonian.
Like, what's the point of learning Latin if no one's gonna speak it to you?
And you have a lot.
Well, English has a lot of Latin roots. I guess that's why you learn it.
Yeah, but still, like, do you really? Okay, we like most of like all the things we learn like are like in like the most like
Whoa, Aiden, what the heck?
rare.
Hey, whoever's Wesley, get in first place.
No, there is no Wesley. Wesley has betrayed you. Wesley has left the game.
The game joining is open, so you can still join if you want.
I can,
I won't join. I don't want to play.
I don't either.
you can join them right now. You still can like, but you'll be like 2,000 points behind.
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah,
I might join one of these days. We'll see.
you should join at like the
Someday.
last problem.
And see
No,
what
Get in
Aiden,
last
why are
place.
you like, oh? Mm.
we're just like watching, and then we're just gonna ask random questions and make you feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
Go ahead, ask me anything.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay, we could ask you some interesting questions.
What's your password?
I won't tell you.
I mean, we're not gonna like. You can tell us just one of your
Hack into your
passwords. Like,
account.
it's not like we're gonna ever like get on one of your devices and.
Let's
I don't-
go.
Yeah, I don't trust you guys with my power.
Yes, Aiden, take that.
2.0. Why is it a 2.0?
I just spam. I spam the.
Is the faster you enter it, the more points you get?
Yeah.
I just spam a random button. When it's true or
There's
false.
answer tree. There's
Whoa,
answer
100%.
tree.
Questions, but I can't think of a good one to ask.
What's your
Well, I'm waiting.
What's your name?
Mm,
Yeah,
My name
that's
is
the greatest
Wesley.
question in the world. What's your
haha. Why do you have the same last name as me? That's my question.
Wait, why
You
was
have to ask.
I don't know.
You have to answer.
Maybe we're related somehow.
We probably
Everybody's
are
really-
like very
yeah, we
far.
share-
Wait, that one's wrong.
Very,
that one's
very
wrong
distant
though. That one's
relatives.
wrong.
Oh, Wesley is the
Very
highest.
Because I thought
square.
5 minus 3. Isn't 5 minus 3 the 2 divided? Wait, what was the last problem?
Wait,
It's like
was that
5
one?
I
minus.
don't. Can you guys see the last problem? I don't
If
think you guys
that one
can.
was wrong, I'm sorry. I make
That one was
mistakes.
wrong.
No, that
Okay.
was correct. Like
No, because
5
5
minus 3 equals 2.
divided by 5. So
order
you have
of
to do
operations,
division. You have to
yeah.
do the division first.
Yeah.
Remember PEMDAS, guys.
Yeah, you have to do the division.
I didn't
first.
see the problem, so I don't know.
It was 5 minus 3 divided by 5. I mean, not
Well,
5, but 2
We-
or something.
Be
Wait.
that.
Okay, I'll just go on.
Oh my gosh.
Simple.
I want to ask a question. I want to know things. I
Ah.
must know things.
Please let me get this correct. My ego's.
Your ego will be damaged if you don't. Wait, so Jeffrey, are you in 3rd grade or 4th grade?
I'm in 5th grade.
Oh, wait, you're going into 5th grade or are you going to
Going to
into?
6th grade.
Oh, wait,
Well,
why are you
technically you're
learning
in 6th
Latin
grade.
still then? I learned Latin in 3rd grade.
Latin's the best subject.
Latin is the worst subject.
You guys are all Latin.
You're a
I hated Latin. I could never get any of the Latin
That's
right.
racist.
So then I would literally just like the whole time I just stand by the water fountain and wait for the test to be over.
You have to learn Latin or else.
the best subject.
What is the point of learning
So
Latin?
nice. She gives us
Don't be racist.
we also learn about Roman history.
Actually, that would be fun, but like learning the language
The
would
math
just be
to,
horrible.
board.
X minus 3 equals to, oh my gosh,
Well,
I
okay,
should have
you
joined
can-
Sam.
you
It's
can-
so easy.
What channel do you have?
My ego is.
Is it damaged yet?
No, it's not damaged yet.
Has it broke yet?
No,
7. Yeah.
Why not?
because all the people.
Okay, sorry, I just said the answer.
Dang it.
Why are there only 5 people?
Because why not?
Well, technically Latin, it depends on the teacher.
Yeah, I just had my normal teacher, like my homeroom teacher, as my Latin teacher, and he was really bad.
Wait, is Aiden here? Because if Aiden's here, he'll know who my Latin teacher is.
Yeah,
If he's the correct Aiden, though.
if it is the correct Aiden. Yeah, think about it. How many Aidens are there in the world? Probably a lot. So it's a
There's
very
an
good
8 and I know in
chance.
my old school.
Oh my gosh. Okay, one of my friends was gonna do it, but she already learned pre-algebra 3 times already, so she was like, no.
Why does it say lightning smart and classroom?
Oh, it's just weird. Okay, so let me just tell
Because you guys are lightning smart.
Let me just tell you guys a really weird story. Okay,
It's
so
called
once I
Kahoot.
played Kahoot, like my normal class, and then
Wait, do you have
so then-
friends?
I never said I had friends.
Oh.
Wait, what?
But why would?
What the heck?
Okay, one, I do have a lot of friends. I have
Ew.
you. I bet you don't even have any.
Hey, we're all friends here.
Dude, I have cookies, so I don't
I've
care.
never seen most of your guys' faces.
So, what do you mean
Except for mine.
I'm
what
literally wearing a
exactly do you
swimsuit right now because we
mean
were playing with water
Like
balloons
people you
earlier.
talk to? Is that like a friend?
Huh?
What do you mean by friends exactly?
Like friends.
Friends, as in the TV show.
No one. I don't think any of us here has watched that TV
Just
show.
people you
Hey, I've watched that TV show.
I have
Ew.
not.
Hey, it's a great TV show if you guys want to watch it.
If you're
Is
old
it
enough,
on-
it's a good TV
Is it
show.
on Netflix?
No, it's for all ages. No, I think they took it off of Netflix.
Then how am I supposed to watch it?
You watch.
Illegal
watch
website.
on YouTube.
Go watch
A
it.
lot of the episodes will be blocked. Even like some like
Wait, what?
some
Yeah, that's
things.
true.
9 plus
Like a lot of
n
things
divided
are-
by 3.
Oh.
Okay, so we first started talking about Latin, and then we started talking about math, and now we're talking about TV shows.
Yeah, why are we? No. Before TV shows we were talking about why people don't have friends.
Yeah, and then it turned into the TV
Yeah,
show.
we only talked two like.
Okay,
we
just-
only talked,
okay, let
two
me-
sentences.
Okay, I will prove to you guys that I have friends now. Okay, I'm just
Why
gonna
doesn't
count
get
up all my
everybody stuck on
friends,
this?
and then I will tell you.
Why is there only one answer? And that answer is mine. Oh yes, 2. Join me.
What's the answer?
Dark side.
Shutting up the answer
2.
now.
It's 2. And I'm giving you the wrong answer.
Back to the subject of friends. I don't know how many friends I have.
Ha!
Some people in my
I
grade.
tricked someone. I tricked someone.
Wow, you tricked someone. Congratulations, a second grader could do that.
Wait, you're a second grader? Oh.
Yeah, I'm in the same grade as you.
Wait, you are?
But I'm probably older because I'm older than most people in my grade.
What school do you go to?
I'd rather not tell you, then you'll find me, and then you will be, and then, okay, whatever.
Just weird.
I'm going to Taiji next year unless I get accepted into international. I'm actually not.
OMG.
International? That means you're in Washington.
Are you not in Washington?
Yes, I am in Washington. Who said I was not?
Awesome.
Oh, and overlay, you could
There's only 5 people now.
Wait, no.
Yay,
There's only
Melody,
third place,
congratulations.
Thank God, my
Aiden, congratulations.
And Dot.
And
play 2.0.
yes, for you
For
2.0.
2.0.
Wow, 15 out of 15. Nice job, guys.
Congratulations.
Just like to say, I do have friends. Most people in my grade like me. There's only like 2 people
Okay.
that don't.
I will
Wait,
stop sharing.
Only 21% of the people didn't know what coefficient was.
So now what?
Well, all right. That concludes our lesson for today.
My
thank you guys for
ego is
joining again.
saved.
Or is it
And
broken?
I'll see you guys. When's the next lesson? Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next
always have to
Saturday-
miss
this
so
Saturday.
many fun activities for that class. It's so sad. Like I always go biking with my friends on Saturday, and then I have to come back early.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See you on Saturday. Sadly.